Good morning, and we're in beautiful Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Now, I know in our last video you saw that we came here to spend time with family, and we spent a lot of time inside there just being sick, but we still had a great time the few days we needed to get out of the RV. I will say it almost takes 2 days after the event to recover, so right now we're all starting to feel a little bit better. Our time here has come to the end, and it's time to get this thing ready to go. The good news is, because we were sick the whole time, there's nothing out here. The entire basement area is still packed up and nothing got moved out. The few days we did spend over at my aunt and uncle's house, we have all this that we need to get cleaned up and put back in there. So the first thing we need to do today is, because we were sick, Alecia is washing everything inside that RV. And since it's been freezing every night, I've been filling our tanks with fresh water and putting the hose away every day. Well, today we have the hose hooked up because it's above freezing, but I ran into another problem. So you see that right there? The hose is hooked straight into my Nautilus system. Normally, I would have this 90-degree adapter and a QD. Except for, you see that? We haven't been in the RV so long. That is now starting to leak right there because it's been probably a year since I added this on. So I couldn't get it apart because it's basically frozen together, probably because it's brass and it hasn't been changed out. So now we got that going right there, which I don't like to do because if you hook it up the right way through the hole in the bottom, this is a sharp angle. So we're probably gonna have to get this fixed to make it work right. But that's our first problem of the day. We're gonna start washing everything. And because there's so much to wash, we're actually gonna be running the washing machine in the RV, and we're utilizing the washing machine here at the campground. So there's our next thing we have to deal with. We've already gone through one of our propane tanks, which means the other one's probably not far behind. We also have to go to town to top the truck off of diesel. Even though it's not a far drive, we don't like to drive knowing we might have to fill up with this attached if we can avoid it. And tomorrow we don't have to drive far enough to ever run out of diesel, so we'll fill it up today. We'll fill these up today, so when we get to the next place, we're good to go. Y'all want to see what the inside of an RV looks like when you've been sick for the whole week? And Alicia's letting me show you. That's how I know that she probably doesn't feel the best still.
Just gonna duck my head in shame.
Look at all this.
This is awful. We've been living in complete chaos, to say the least. But in our defense, we've either been in a bed or on a couch or
in the bathroom,
near a bathroom, or gone. So we haven't really been living in it much. I
was just telling them I'm getting ready to clean up the outside for moving day tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's nothing to clean up because we never got anything out.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, I was gonna unpack when we got here, but we never unpacked, so I guess I'm just gonna pack up the little things that we did take out and try to get a few things organized, because even like our bathroom stuff and the things in the drawers in our bedroom, nothing's where it should be. So I'm gonna try at least to get a little bit done so that when we get to our next spot, it won't be so chaotic.
So I've already told them we're doing some deep cleaning.
Yes, major deep cleaning.
All the linens and clothes in this RV.
Well, and everything needs to be wiped down too, because as you know, when I got hurt, nothing got cleaned. And when we got ready to move back in, I didn't have time to come over and clean anything. So we're kind of living in filth. We're definitely going to use those ultimate cloths today to get every surface wiped down and make sure there's no more germs and no more dust in this RV.
That's right. Especially the antimicrobial ultimate cloth is going to be put to the test, because there is some microbials all over this place. If you guys want to save some money, we have a link in the description below. You can save yourself some money on ultimate cloths. We think they're awesome. Also, we're going to do some deep cleaning of our black and gray tanks, because both of them, yes, both our black and gray tanks have extra in them right now. So we're deep cleaning the whole thing. But first, we're going to start with doing some laundry.
Hey, I just have a question for them. Did y'all really want to get to know us this much? Because this is pretty awful.
The first load of laundry has started. Now we're gonna run to town, get some propane, get some diesel, and maybe look for one of those brass 90s for our water hose. So we're back and we have propane for the RV. We're not gonna hook it up right now because we're gonna use it to cook tonight. That's right, we're feeling good enough. We're gonna break out the Blackstone and make some hamburgers tonight. So we're gonna leave that right there so we can run our Blackstone, and then we'll hook it up later tonight. We also found some of these when we were in town. So this morning I told you I had a problem with my 90-degree brass fitting. It was leaking because I haven't taken it apart in quite a while. Well, I got one to fix my problem, and I got a spare one for the next time it breaks. So we're gonna go ahead and get that changed out. That way, we're not putting our water hose in a weird angle whenever we're full hookups. Although that may not be for a while, because it gets below freezing every night. So every night I come out here and disconnect all this stuff. That way we don't freeze our water lines. Since I'm changing this guy out right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put a new QD on. These are relatively cheap, and they actually go out probably every 3 or 4 months. They start leaking. They don't cost a lot, so I go ahead and chalk it up as they're just gonna wear out. And you can tell when you're in really bad water situations what the number it does to these brass fittings. We have all the new brass fittings changed out, and this is what it looks like when it's working normally. So now we have our 90-degree fitting with our QDs, and our water hose can run through the bottom. That way we can close this door if we want to, and it's going inside. The reason I like to use the 90 is because I don't like to thread and unthread that plastic fitting right there all the time. And I like it to be at a 90-degree angle. That way the hose is not at a weird angle. Now it's time for round 2 at the laundromat. All right, time for laundry, round 2. I know what you're saying. You have a washer and dryer in your RV. Why are you using the laundromat at the RV park? Well, that's because we're trying to wash everything because we were just sick. Under normal situations, our washer and dryer in our RV satisfies everything we need from it. But right now we're trying to do a complete wash of all of our clothes, all of our linens, everything in the RV. That way, next week, we don't have to do it. All right, so we have all of our laundry going. Now it's time to head back to the RV, and we're gonna start flushing and dumping our black and gray tanks. Yeah, it's one of those things. Don't like to do it, but something needs to be done. And we found out the hard way one time. If you don't do it, it will catch up to you, and you will eventually get the poop pyramid. We're back at the RV, and we are currently dumping and flushing the rear black tank. We have our black hose hooked up to the spigot, and we're using our flushing valve right here to fill our tanks up. And it's pretty simple. I've showed you guys many times. I have this flow meter right here, and my tank holds 54 gallons. I run up to about 35 or 40, and then I dump it. And I repeat the process until the water runs clear. Usually 2 times gets it done. Sometimes it takes 3. Since we were just sick a whole lot, may do it 3 times. Depends. Could get lucky. We haven't lived it in a while, so it may just take 1 time. All right, so it took more than 1 dump. We're actually on dump number 2 right now. And while we've been waiting, we went ahead and cleaned all the things at the back of the truck, things that were out here on the picnic table drying out because of the rain. We got them back in there. You can see there's more things out here, and that's because we wanted to cook some burgers tonight on the Blackstone. So I had to move some things to get it out of there. That's my little thing I made so I can have my Pit Boss pellet grill and my Blackstone above each other, not lose space that I could be using. Normally, we use this running off of the tank that's right there. Well, since I just took that tank out to fill it up, I decided to leave it out here, and we have an adapter with a hose and an adjustable regulator. That adjustable regulator right there makes this Blackstone awesome. Now we have all the connections and fittings to leave it hooked up to the RV and drop a line down the bottom and hook it up as well, but it was already out, so it's much easier this way. Now let's go see how dump number 2 is coming along. First one was pretty clean. I almost didn't do a second one, but it was just dirty enough. I decided to go ahead and do it one more time. Let's see what the flow meter says it's doing. All right, we're at 30 gallons, so we're almost there for dump number 2. Dump number 2 is probably going to be it for the back one. The front one, who knows, might take the same. We haven't lived it in a while. Normally when we're living it full time, I can go ahead and say it's going to be 2, sometimes 3, but we were very sick and they were very used. So the back black tank took 2 flushes. Went ahead and got that finished up. We got everything moved to the front black tank now. And while that's running, we're heading up to the laundromat to check on the clothes. They should be done. Time to move them over to the dryer. We'll come back and finish the front black tank. Hopefully we'll treat them, get the laundry done, and then it'll be time to cook some dinner. The first 2 loads are done. Now it's time to go back, check on that front black tank, and see what Alicia's up to. So we just dumped the first dump on the front black tank. That one right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, you can tell we used that one this week. It's gonna take at least 3 dumps to get that one going. So we're gonna let that go for a second round, and we're gonna start helping Alecia get the inside looking good. My laundry's almost done. What about yours?
Mine is too. I'm on my last thing to wash, but As you can see, it's not all put away yet, but I'm working on it.
I'm almost done flushing the tanks.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, they've only taken 2 times so far.
Yeah.
The back one at least. We'll see at the front. The front one was the one that we call it the danger zone.
Yeah, the danger zone.
The back one was just the girls.
Yeah, it wasn't too
bad. The front one was us.
I haven't wiped down a single thing, so that might be a when we get there project at this point. I'm gonna be working all night. Caden's been a little needy, but he's over there napping now, so I'm trying to get some things done.
I'm almost done outside.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to cook dinner before it gets dark.
Okay.
Because, you know, it gets dark at, 4:30 around here.
I know, so early.
Have you told the girls what's happening tomorrow?
No.
They have no idea about their special friends?
Nope, they have no idea who's coming to visit them.
I haven't told Phil's chair yet either.
Oh.
Tomorrow when we get set up, I'm going to be like, Phil's chair, we have a special surprise for you.
Are you setting it up at our RV, or are you going to set it up at their timeshare? We could set it up at the front door, waiting on them. Oh, man.
What if it was out there in the lobby? What if it was in the lobby waiting? And he'd be like, you knew I was coming, didn't you?
Right. It sensed him coming.
In case y'all don't know, Phil and Lolo, they couldn't stand to be away from us. So after 9 days, they're coming back to see us here in Branson. And Mr. Thomas and Miss Beverly.
Yes, but they're not bringing their RV. So they're going to be staying in their little condo. Or I guess that's what you call it.
It's a timeshare condo.
Yeah. And they're going to be here, what, like 4 days? So we've got a jam-packed 4 days. But we got to be quiet now because we have little ears listening.
The front black tank actually took 3 dumps. We're finishing up right now. We're actually topping off some water so we can start treating it. And I forgot how many treatments I have in my RV. Because y'all recently saw the video where I tested all the RV tank treatments. I still have some Unique, some Aquamax, and my Happy Camper. So I don't know which one to use, but I know this one right here is gonna take 6 months to get rid of because it's such a big container. These right here, this one will actually probably be the first one because this is the closest one to get gone. This will actually treat my tanks 4 times. And so we basically didn't use very much during our test. So we're probably gonna use this one right now. This bottle right here is the same size as that one and it has 16 treatments in it. So this one will actually take quite a few weeks to get rid of. We got our tanks treated up and I was about to start cooking dinner. And Alecia reminded me that we have laundry that still needs to be picked up. So we're going back over to get the last of the laundry and then we're gonna cook some dinner. All right guys, that's the last of our laundry. And I think it's the end of our day today. We're running out of daylight. We accomplished all the things we need to do before we leave tomorrow. We got the inside sort of looking good. It'll be good by the end of the day. But we're gonna go home, we're gonna cook some burgers, and we see you guys in the morning when we pack up and we head over to Branson. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to move day. So we have just a few things to do this morning. I gotta get all this stuff picked up out here, get the inside all packed up, slides in, jacks up, truck hooked up. Then we have to get out of here for a really long drive. It's actually only 49 miles from where we are in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, over to Branson, Missouri. But it's gonna take us over an hour and a half because the roads up here are not very flat and they're not very straight. But it's a short drive and we're gonna get set up over there pretty early in the day. And that's good because we have a surprise for them. We have a surprise for the kids and for Phil's chair. That's right, we're gonna be seeing Phil and Lolo and Thomas and Beverly later today. So we're hooked up.
Yes.
We're getting better. We're still slower than we used to be.
We're very slow.
Time to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Before you got hurt, we were practicing driving.
Yes, me driving specifically.
So we're hooked up right now.
Yes.
How are we getting out of here? What would you do?
Well, we have to go left.
Yep.
But it's kind of sketchy because there's a big hill in front of us.
And what do we have to worry about over here if we would go left? This important stuff right here, maybe?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell him. He told me there was gonna be a pop quiz like 10 minutes ago. He said we have to go backward first. And he said, why do we have to go backward? That's your pop quiz question. So I was like, oh, it's obvious. It's because this big hill right here. We can't make the turn. And he said, nope, it's not the hill. So I've been like walking around and I know it's something about an obstacle. Like, so
I'm gonna give you another hint. It's about reducing your risk.
Yes.
Reducing risk.
So at first I thought it was the picnic table on the other side. I'm like, oh, he just doesn't want to have to move it and the tail swing and everything. And it wasn't until you were hitching up that I was like, oh, it's because of these things. They're usually back in the back or toward the middle, so we never have to worry about them.
It's not those.
No way! I thought for sure if we turned, we would hit 'em.
That is an inconvenience and something we have to
Yes.
worry about because of that hill we might go down.
So what is it?
But if we go forward right here, right? So we have to make 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turns. We have to make 3 sharp turns. But if we just back out of the side, let's go show on the back. So if we pull forward, we have to make 3 90-degree turns.
So Professor Kevin had a pop quiz trick question. When you said we had to back up, I assumed you meant we had to back up to go forward.
We would have to do that anyway. If we had to go forward, we would still back up to go forward.
Right. So we're just gonna back up and go out.
Because if we go forward, 3 90-degree turns. If we back out, we have all this room straight out the park.
The sad thing is now that you tell me the answer, I remember last year that's exactly what we did. So I failed this one.
And I even gave you a hint. I said, I'm gonna ask you something in a minute.
But you tricked me. You said we have to back up, so I assumed we had to back up, move over.
Well, either way, we would have backed
away
up to move over.
Yeah.
If we were going forward, we still had to back up first.
So maybe I got a 70%.
But the thing is we can back up 1 time right here in this wide open space.
Yeah.
Or if we go forward, it's 3 90-degree turns. What's easier, 1 maneuver or 3?
Right.
Watch out for that bandit.
He'll get you. Where's the horn?
Y'all ready? Say bye.
Bye. See you later. Maybe next year if we're invited back. Hey girls, where do y'all think we're going?
I don't know.
At our new spot. What if I told you there might be surprises? Chocolate eggs. We're deep into potty training and chocolate eggs have been our success. What do you think could be our surprise?
I don't know.
If you had
RV park, you tell me, but
Yep, it's an RV park and it's not far away.
And our the next RV park will be started. Audra and Avery came to play.
Yeah, Audra and Avery came to play, but Avery has school, so it's not Audra and Avery.
What do you think the surprise is when we get to the next place?
Could it be something at the RV park? Like something fun?
All the stuff and the sprites are like our size.
All the sprites are your size? Oh, you think that's your surprise? Yeah, so Kevin bought them little baby sprites yesterday to drink.
And the milk was
Their
so
size.
small too.
And the milk was so small too. Yeah, we bought baby milk. So that's what you think your surprise is?
But you already got that. That can't be the surprise.
Baby sprites.
All right.
I guess.
If that's all it takes. What does the sign say? Say it.
Does it say Missouri or Missouri?
So, this is one thing. Me and Alecia argue about how to say things a lot. Mostly, I don't say it right enough for her because I'm not East Texas enough. But we both agree because we both had grandparents that used to call it Missouri.
Yep, my grandpa's ship never went to Missouri, but he went to Missouri.
My grandpa, he was like, I'm going up to Arkansas and Missouri.
Missouri. Yep,
So, what do y'all call it? Missouri or Missouri?
it's Missouri. If you're from a different generation.
I think it's a generational thing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in our generation carried on Missouri. Maybe we should bring it back.
Maybe we should ask the people from Missouri what they call Missouri.
Yeah. Do we have any viewers from Missouri or Missouri, as you call it? Let us
Missouri.
know. What's the way? If it is Missouri, how are you spelling it? Because I don't feel like those letters make that sound. Maybe it's like Louisiana. We just make up our own spellings and sayings.
Welcome to Table Rock.
I like Table Rock.
Welcome to Branson.
Welcome to Branson. I'm excited to be here.
You know what's probably not supposed to be here in Branson?
What?
That thing that's behind us.
That big old RV?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did a little sneak peek of where we're going.
Yeah.
It said big rig friendly. I wanted to ask, what do you consider big rig?
I think it's the most big rig friendly or something like. Not all. But,
All I'm saying is we may be able to get in, but I don't know how we're getting out yet.
Yeah, we'll worry about that when it's time to leave.
That's future Kevin's problem.
Yep. Ooh-wee. It's gonna get exciting.
I'm slightly nervous. Look at the hill.
Are we going up that hill?
Well, if
or
we
are
had to go that way,
over
we're not
here?
going to stay.
Oh, okay.
We're going up, and we're supposed to be the biggest site. He said, just go up there and park it. And I was like, just go up there and park it.
This is kind of one of them spots where you wish you had a leader guy.
He goes, you're good.
Don't mess up. You're good till you're not. Tell them what I'm no good at.
So, this right here, and this tree right here, and our slide right there. We've been trying like 4 tries for Alecia to tell me when to stop, and her angle.
The first time I stopped him, the slide up here was right here. I thought it was gonna hit the tree.
I had to draw lines on the ground for her to stand on.
And he still had to get out every time. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna be responsible for this one.
So it looks like it's gonna work, but we have to auto level it first, and it may change the angle of the dangle.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna hit.
But
Yeah,
you want to talk about future problems?
Getting out of here problems?
Come look at our getting out of here problems. They built this awesome retaining wall.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. But I can't go forward very much because they put, you know, trees and stuff there. And look, people have drug their tires.
Oh no.
So that's the exit with that guy. We might be backing out of this spot too. Who knows? Figure that out too. Why is that there? Why is that there?
Why? No, here's the real question.
Why is this here?
Why is that there?
They said big rig friendly.
Be there.
We got the RV in the spot. You can see the slide cleared the tree and the water spigot. Hey girls.
Hi.
Hey, do y'all have any idea what your surprise is?
I don't know.
Are you excited about it?
Yep.
I'll give you a hint. What's that chair doing right there?
I don't know.
You think the chair knows what the surprise is? You're gonna be excited too. Y'all know whose chair that is.
Hi.
They haven't put it together yet. This is our RV in this little bitty spot. This is actually not our spot. This is actually the pavilion for the entire park. It just looks like it's ours because it's right outside our front door. But we take up basically this whole spot. I mean, this is a really nice area. Like I can see that over there, that's Table Rock Lake. And I believe we're within 5 miles of everything to do in Branson. But there it is. There's our RV in our spot.
Is it swing over the slide?
No, but we can go swing on, but that's not your prize. Your prize is gonna be way better than those swings. Is there a baby swing? No, I don't think so. I think it's just 2 regular old swings.
Bigger swing.
2 big girl swings.
Yeah.
No baby swings. What do y'all think about this view out here?
Good.
It's good?
I see.
Yeah, you do see. So there it is. There's the view from the campground. That's Branson. And according to the girls, it's good. What are y'all doing?
I was swinging.
Oh yeah?
What is that?
Oh yeah.
I can see a Ferris wheel over there.
So what do you think about Branson View?
I think it's pretty.
I mean, besides the fact that RV shouldn't be here.
I know, it's kind of disheartening seeing all the city stuff out there, but I guess that's why you pay to be on the lake. So you have the great water views too. But I just love the mountains and the trees. It's so pretty here.
You know what's funny?
What?
I got someone's chair out and the girls still didn't get the hint who they might see later.
Oh, really?
I said, does that chair right there make you think of anybody? And they thought the swings were the prize.
They haven't been watching Paving New Paths enough
They
to
thought
know.
they think this right here is the prize. These swings.
I mean, for them, it kind of is.
Hey, Caden. What do you think about your first time in Branson? You know, there's a chance that you were actually here last year.
He was here.
He was here last year.
We just weren't telling anyone.
This is why you couldn't ride any of the roller coasters.
Right.
You hear that? This is actually your second time here. First time in the open. What do you think about it? Are y'all ready to go eat inside this house restaurant?
Are you hungry? Should we knock on the door?
Knock on the door. See if they'll let you in.
Say, can we eat here? We're hungry. Hello! Who is that? Who did you think you were coming to see? I thought we were going to eat. She's like, why are we in a house? I'm like, it's a house restaurant.
I go beat you too. Come here,
Hi, Kevin.
Hey.
Hey, dear Did you think, oh, my baby. Have you missed
Hey.
me? I miss you so much.
Hello, Mr. Watson.
Your chair is waiting for you at the RV.
You didn't tell her I was messing around on it, did you?